We mentioned that the president is trailing here in Pennsylvania, and that has been true for months now. And tonight he's going to get some added help. Former President Obama will hit the campaign trail in person for the first time in Philadelphia. And that's where we find our Ed O'Keefe today. Ed, good morning to you. I was wondering when we might see the former president.
You're going to see him tonight, Tony. This is a reminder of how important Pennsylvania is to both campaigns. The president was where you are last night. Former President Obama makes his pandemic campaign trail debut tonight here in Philadelphia. He'll hold what the Biden campaign calls a drive-through rally. Supporters show up in their vehicles and honk in approval instead of applaud. He'll address them on the parking lots of the Philadelphia Eagles Stadium. It's a reminder that swing states like this one are going to figure out who wins the White House.
You know, if we win Pennsylvania, we win the whole thing. We win the whole thing.
Pennsylvania's 20 electoral votes are critical to the president's re-election. The latest CBS News Battleground tracker shows him trailing Democratic rival Joe Biden in a state Mr. Trump won 4 years ago by about 44,000 votes.
Hello, Erie. May I please have your vote?
He went back to Erie in the northwestern industrial corner of the state because it helped him win 4 years ago. It's been a mostly Democratic area until he flipped it red in 2016. The president knows that one way to attack Biden in this part of the country is to raise questions about his stance on hydraulic fracking.
Joe Biden will ban fracking and abolish Pennsylvania energy.
Biden has said he opposes new fracking on federal land.
No matter how many lies he tells, I am not banning fracking.
While the former vice president remains off the campaign trail preparing for Thursday night's debate in Nashville, his running mate, Kamala Harris, is filling the void, holding a virtual rally with supporters in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, you're the key. Milwaukee, we need you.
And tonight, former President Barack Obama is set to hold his first in-person campaign event for Biden in Philadelphia.
Joe Biden needs your vote.
He spent the last several months urging Biden supporters to register to vote and is expected to make several in-person appearances in the closing days of the campaign.
In another sign of the advantage the Biden campaign has, they reported last night having 3 times as much campaign money in the bank than the Trump campaign. Now, the president's team does a lot of its spending in cooperation with the Republican National Committee, but it's a reminder that in these closing days, the Biden campaign is going to be able to unload millions of dollars in advertising and get out the vote efforts with how many days left? Tony, you have an RV. I brought the sign. 13 days to go.
13 days. I can read that loud and clear, Ed. Thank you very much. But I do have a question there. I'm not sure if that is a whiteboard or a magic whiteboard. If it were magic, perhaps you could let us know when we might get final results in Pennsylvania, because I know we have that court ruling that says now they're going to be counting 3 days after mail-in ballots as long as they're postmarked by Election Day.
That's right. So Election Day could turn into election week, election weeks. We'll see.
Yeah, and that is an important reminder for our viewers. We're going to have to be patient 2 weeks from today when we start talking about results. Ed, thank you very much. Gail, Anthony, as I send it back to you, we are 2 weeks from Election Day, which means tomorrow morning we will be 2 weeks from coverage of that vote coming in. And we do really have to underscore for people, you're probably not going to know in a state like Pennsylvania on election morning, the day after.
That's right. Such an important point. I think we need to keep pointing that out frequently leading up to Election Day, and it doesn't make the election not legitimate because we don't have a result the night that we expect to.
So many people voting early in the election, the record numbers, and some very big numbers on the O'Keefe calendar, which we will keep watching every day. Tony, thanks.
I like that.